What's going on, guys? For this video, I'm going to be looking at a clip from The View. It had to do with the quote, Karen, and America's obsession with Karen. Where did that originally come from? Because someone just started calling someone Karen, and then it just kind of like went on, and then everyone who's a concerned citizen just started being called Karen. So I want to see what The View says about this, because I'm curious to know what a bunch of rich people think about Karens. Let's take a look.
Here's what else is happening in the world. There's a new video, and they pop up almost daily, starring suburban white women confronting people of color who pop culture has dubbed Karen, which I take personal offense to, since that is my name.
Is Whoopi's name actually Karen? Hold up. Oh snap! It is her name. Karen Elaine Johnson. I did not know that, actually. But it's not spelled Karen in like the traditional K-A-R-E-N. It's C-A-R-Y-N. But hey, it's not about you. It's about, as you said, suburban white women. Wait, why is she wearing a crown? What the? Is it her birthday? Like, hold up a second. Ain't her birthday, so why is she wearing a crown? I don't really watch The View. I only see clips from time to time, so I don't know the context behind this.
I'm fascinated by it. I've been following this at Crazy Karen's Instagram account, and it's like my own reality show. I know Megan watches the Real Housewives. I watch at Crazy Karen's, and I watch it every day. And what's fascinating to me is, you know, as a woman of color walking around in the United States, I have always tried to be very, very careful not to be portrayed as this angry black woman, not to become a person that's targeted. You know, I would never behave. I'm not allowed to behave in the way that these crazy Karens are behaving. And so I'm fascinated by what I'm seeing. I mean, I'm seeing people lose it because they're being told that they can't do something. They can't enter a store because they're not wearing a mask. And they're losing it. I mean, they're like throwing supermarket supplies everywhere. They're calling the cops on black people doing absolutely nothing. I don't understand the phenomenon, but I think that people have been behaving this way forever. And it's just now that we have cameras everywhere and we're capturing it.
Yeah, I do agree with her to that extent, because it's true. There are probably people who have been acting like this all the time. And now with the age of social media, you just are recording it more. Like, think about it. Maybe 20 years ago, well, we had like ugly flip phones and the picture quality was like trash at best. Now you got cameras that got like 20 times zoom and 104 megapixels. Yeah, you're gonna record some stuff and post it, and hey, people have been losing their jobs over saying things and doing things because of this, right? You do see a lot that you would never have seen. Mainstream media doesn't like to show something that's not profitable. If it's not profitable, oh yeah, you're never gonna see it. If it's the in thing, they will zone in, they will harp on it, and they will get ad revenue from that. But if you go to like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, whatever the case might be, you're gonna find stuff. And, you know, if people keep posting, people are gonna get exposed.
Well, I particularly love the one, I don't know if we can show it, the woman in the supermarket who's throwing all the food out of the supermarket. There she is.
Yes.
I mean, this is so, she's like a toddler in a crib throwing her toys out of the crib. The woman doesn't need a mask, she needs a binky. Give her a pacifier. And I want to say one thing about these people. These people are not only crazy, they're stupid. It is a very dangerous thing to walk up to somebody that you do not know and threaten them and get in their face the way these people do. You don't know what the reaction is going to be. When I'm driving around with my husband and somebody cuts us off or they're tailgating us and he gets mad, I say, do not react to this. Just do not react. Pretend it didn't happen. Swallow your rage and let's move on, because they could have a gun in their car. I don't know what's going on with people. So I think that they're very stupid, frankly.
Why? Why are you having a hissy fit? It's like overgrown, spoiled children. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know the experience of being a person of color in the world, but I do know that, you know, I come from a family that was notable, and I always felt like people were watching and you had to be careful. And we live in a civilized society, and one should behave civilized. And I think that these women who are being filmed everywhere, these Karens, as they've been coined, you know, obviously it's not only despicable behavior, but it's I just don't know where the decency is. I would never go into a grocery store and start throwing a tantrum and throw my belongings and groceries out of the grocery cart, so it's very strange. But I've seen bad behavior all across the internet, including with white men. There's a video today of 2 people screaming at police officers in New York last night, yelling at them that they were uneducated and they didn't go to college, and basically that they were like uneducated losers. And I don't think that's decent either. And I think collectively, I just really worry about us as a culture where our manners and decorum have gone. And maybe that sounds ironic, given that, you know, I do get into fights on this show, but we are paid to debate one another in a civilized forum. It's not in public screaming at each other. And it just makes me really sad, honestly. It makes me so sad that people, again, apparently have gotten away with this for so long.
Yeah, no, it's true. I'm pretty sure this has been going on for a long time. And again, like I said earlier, cell phone cameras. They're amazing quality now. You can get some good video on people throwing some fits. And yeah, having a hissy fit and throwing your groceries out, you just look like a damn fool. Like, there's no way else to put it. You look like a fool. Like, what are you doing? The behavior of Karens need to stop. And maybe being exposed might change the tune of some people. I don't know.
People have always been rude. People have always been acting crazy. The only difference is that we have them on videotape now. That's the only difference.
Throwing out your grocery stores.
And I wanted to add to what you said, Whoopi. I am an elderly person, okay? And I know how violent elderly people can be. I don't screw around with them
Yes.
either. Nobody gets. I just stay away, mind your own business. My mother said to me, when you see a fire truck and there's a fire, go the other way.
The news isn't really going to cover it, right? So you need to have it go viral on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, YouTube. And then, you know, once they get exposed, they get into trouble. And then you tend to see some people backpedal with a lot of the stuff that they say. There was one woman who had the Confederate flag, and she was talking about deporting people or something. I can't remember the full story off the top of my head. But then afterwards, when she got fired from her job, she then backpedaled and said, I blacked out from what I was doing. I had no idea what I was saying. That's not me. And then basically crying in her apology. No, because you know why? Cameras, social media. You record them doing some stuff, it gets them in trouble. Companies are very woke now, and there might be some that are doing substantial change for the better, and then you might have other companies that are just simply virtue signaling. Getting them exposed gets them in trouble, and people are pretty much fed up with the behavior of these people, and they are exposing them. They're recording them throwing hissy fits, acting like overgrown children, and in some cases, they pay the repercussions. In other cases, they just get ridiculed on social media for a little bit until the next Karen comes in. That's my piece on it. Tell me, guys, what you think about the whole situation, and let me know in the comment section below. Thank you again for watching. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more. Until next time.